I feel like doing it today. Let me try. Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations. The island of Sodor is surrounded by beautiful blue seas. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that, puffing down the tracks? It's Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the island of Sodor.
Well, the island is in debt because of all the crashes Sir Toppin Hat has to pay for. So today on the island of Sodor, Percy feels put upon. Then we'll see a boulder run amok. Then we'll see some lorries come to Sodor. But first, Gordon plows through the new station wall. A better view for Gordon. James was cross that Gordon was grumpy. Why are you complaining all the time? Because I'm a big blue engine, I can complain whatever I want, said Gordon. You're just a small red engine with ideas above the station. I can't see any, said Percy. Where are they? Any what? Ideas above the station. The sky is empty. Like your smoke box, Percy teased James, but Gordon was still grumpy. One day I'll show you what a big engine can really do. What can he really do? Asked Percy. Not to mess around with silly green engines for a start, said Gordon, and he puffed away. Later that day, Sir Toppin Hat came to see him. Gordon, you'll be making one stop today with an empty express to test out our new station. We can make up for lost time afterwards. Why can't Henry do it? He likes idling in stations. You will do as you are told, said Sir Toppin Hat. So Gordon did. But he didn't like it, and he began to feel ill too. I just can't get up to speed, he moaned. It's time for your visit to the works, laughed the fireman. Your pipes are clogged. At last, he reached the station. Gordon was impressed, but his mood has soon changed. In front of him was a blank wall and huge buffers. What a boring view, he said. Important engines like me should have a panoramic view where I can see people and people can see me. He reached angrily. Gordon felt much more happier when it was time to leave. Now we can have a good run, said the driver, as long as your pipes let you. Come on, said Gordon. I can go faster than this. Me? Sick? Never. Well, that's awfully ironic. But Gordon began to feel more and more feeble, and soon he came to a complete stop. What has happened? He said. I feel so weak. His driver inspected him. Something's broken inside you, he said. Now you really will have to go to the works. Gordon was still fuming when James arrived to pick up his coaches. Well, so much for knowing about everything, puffed James. He got too puffed up in your boiler, so it serves you right. When Gordon returned from the works, he was still boasting. "I'm the finest engine on Sodor," he said. "Probably the finest in the world." "Come on, Gordon. We're going to the official opening of the new station." Then there was trouble. As Gordon approached the new station, neither the driver or fireman can apply the brakes. Something had jammed. The driver reduced speed, but Gordon was still going too fast. "Oh, no!
Oh, I think I broke something.
Help me, please!" Same here. "Well, Gordon," said Sir Topham, "I know you wanted a panoramic view, but this is not the way to achieve it." "Yes, sir. Sorry, sir," said Gordon. When Gordon was repaired again, he took Sir Topham to the new station for its second official opening. And this time, he arrived safely. Everyone clapped and cheered as he came in. "Ooh, what's this?" Sir Topham spoke to him. "Your panoramic view is here to stay. I trust you should always see through it from the safety of your own rails." Gordon agreed. Rusty and the Boulder. On the island of Sodor, high up in the mountains, was a mysterious boulder. It stood alone for a long time, but one day, workmen arrived to build a quarry on the land below. Rusty and the little diesel met Thomas and Percy. "Where's all this rock coming from?" Percy asked. "The new quarry," replied Rusty. "This mountain rock is good for many things, although it's dangerous up there." "Why?" asked Thomas. "Because of a big boulder. I think it's watching me," said Rusty nervously. "How could it be? Boulders don't have eyes." "That's a maybe, Percy, but there's something strange about this one." Just then, Edward arrived as he was delivering a new piece of machinery for the quarry. "What's that?" asked Rusty. "It's called Thumper. Apparently it helps collect rock faster," replied Edward. Soon Thumper was working hard. The men were pleased. But no one bothered to check for Boulder. When it rained, the workmen went away. Rusty gazed up and shivered above the stiff boulder. Suddenly, a large slab of rock landed on the rails. Rusty was shocked. Driver was concerned. "We best leave this till the weather gets better. The rain loosened some of the rock." "I think it's Boulder wanting us to go away," whispered Rusty. "I'm Dwayne Johnson." The next day the sun shone. The court was filled with mole machines. Suddenly, Rusty noticed something. "Boulder's moving!" "Don't be so daft. It can't," said Rusty's driver. But it could.
Gas! It's rolling along our line!"
cried Rusty. "We'll stop here until Boulder passes by," said Rusty's driver. But Boulder was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly... "Oh no, it's right behind us! Ah!" Just ahead they saw a small junction. One line went uphill. Boulder thundered past. Meanwhile, Scarlet was making his way up to the quarry. Then he saw Boulder.
Shit!
Boulder was catching up to them fast, but they veered into a siding. "We must warn the yards," said Scarlet. "Yes," said Rusty, "but how?" Boulder ran to the bed, and there ahead was Rheneas. "It's running loose!" cried Rheneas. driver drove him back as fast as he could.
Yikes!
Rather smashed in a squash, said his driver. At the yards, Percy was collecting trucks. Then he heard Boulder.
Oh no! It's heading straight toward me! Ah!
Duke was in the shed. Emphasis on was.
Oh, that's where he was. Oh, that's where he was.
When Sir Topham inspected the damage, he decided to close the mine. Then he looked at Boulder. We should have left this part of the island alone, he said thoughtfully. They moved Boulder to a hill close by the yards. Percy is sure that on a clear night it is gazing up at the mountain, and that its sides are being carried on the wind to where it once stood, proud and silent. I wonder if she is right, don't you?
Thrills and spills on the railway, it's a life of happiness. But sometimes impatience can lead to carelessness.
Some think they are smart cats,
And some just know it all. But sooner or later, we all find out that accidents happen now and again. Just when you least expect, just when you think that life is okay, fate comes to collect. Accidents happen now and again. When people or trains get smart, if you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, accidents will happen just like that. Your best laid plans will turn upside down if you get too confident. But sometimes you will slip and slide if that's Lady Luck's intent. 1 minute you're riding high,
the next you're on the ground.
but please remember, whatever the weather, you must take care, 'cause accidents happen now and again. Sometimes just by chance. You gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself down and put it down to experience.
Okay,
Accidents happen now and again. Just don't take it all too hard.
'cause if you don't concentrate on the things that you're doing, accidents will happen just like that. Just like that. The warning signs are there for us to see most of the time, but sometimes we take chances and ignore the danger signs. Fate can surprise you with no reason or rhyme. Make sure you learn your lesson, you know better next time. Accidents happen now and again,
just when you least expect. Just when you think that life is okay, fate comes to collect. Accidents happen now and again. When people or trains get smart, if you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, accidents will happen just like that. Accidents happen now and again, sometimes just by chance. You gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself down, put it down to experience. Accidents happen now and again, just don't take it all too hard. If you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, whatever you're doing is not what you're thinking. Accidents, incidents, accidents, incidents, accidents happen just like that. Ah!
Okay, what's next episode? Hold on, I'm getting a call. Yeah? Okay. Okay, bye.
Connor?
What?
I have to deliver a package.
Dude, I need you to do the next episode.
You have to dub it. You did dub it, didn't you? Great, I'll be back quickly. 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wait, straight into the next one? I don't have time to do a proper next... Whatever. Let's just get this over with. You know, they used to call me the one-take wonder. I wonder if I still have it. Percy puffed grumpily into the yards. He was feeling put upon, and said so. I feel put upon, he complained to Thomas. Thomas was confused. Put upon what? The rails? No, put upon with work. Driver says he is too. Put upon. What a silly saying, replied Thomas. Where are we at? Oh, crap, I'm too early. But Annie and Clever liked it and sang about it too. Percy's been put upon, Percy's been put upon, poor old Percy. There we go. Oh, is that too early? Okay, Percy is put upon. I am. Okay, we're back together. We got this. He collected metal from the foundry, coal from the yards, flour from the mills, rock from the quarries, and fuel from the depot. Then he delivered it all to the docks. There we go. We're doing good. Wait, I'm not getting this part. I don't have time to edit this. Oh, fuck. I've been talking. Oh, shit. Okay. Next, he collected some empty freight cars. Who's this dirty little engine? Cried the freight cars. We want Thomas or Duck. Percy ignored them. Put upon. That's who I am. I forgot I'm not editing this, so all the fucking talking I'm doing is going to go into the episode. That night, all the engines laughed at him. We could see what's being put upon you, said Thomas. Silence, Percy. You've done a good day's work. Now, go to good night's rest, said Top Hat. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I feel as rushed as Percy right now. Next morning, he took some freight cars to the coal yard. Then he had to push some empty freight cars to the mine shaft. When he arrived, there was trouble. The foreman spoke to his driver. The freight cars are stuck in the mechanism. All they need is a good push. We'll do it right away. Percy's... Ugh. I'm fucking this up. Percy shunted back to where a large canvas barrier was used to protect the line from loose rock. Percy charged the freight cars too fast and too hard. Oh no, gasped Percy. I am so fucking this up. The trucks broke free, but ran out of control to the mines below. On, faster, the silly freight cars yelled. Then there was trouble again. Oh, wait. Get out of here fast! The mine's collapsing! We'll just have to make a run for it, Percy, called his driver. See, now we're back on. Oh. Keep forgetting! Did I miss a line? Where am I at? Oh, help! Wailed Percy. I think I'm around here. Then he remembered something he had seen earlier. There's a canvas barrier by the track. That might save us! They were just in time. The canvas did indeed save them, but the miners didn't know that. The avalanche has buried an engine in its crew, shouted the foreman. We must help them. When Percy had been rescued, Sir Topham Hatt spoke to his driver and fireman, then to Percy. Driver tells me how brave you were, Percy. As a reward, you will be repainted at the works. Oh, thank you, sir. When he returned, Percy's coat glistened in the sun. Percy? I'm sorry I teased you, Percy, said Thomas. You were certainly put upon by that avalanche.
Yes, indeed. But just look at my new coat of paint. Now, I don't mind that being upon put me...
Okay, what the f...
Okay, I'm back. I deliver a package and I'm cool now. So, did you dub the episode properly?
Oh, yeah, yeah, you could say I did that right, yeah. Yeah, I definitely didn't, fail at doing it or anything. Yeah.
Good, because it's time for... What's next?
Gotta get
oh, yeah.
Here. Go.
Cue the steam transition. Horrid Lorry. It was a busy time at the docks. All the engines were working hard, pushing and pulling trucks about. One morning, Percy was late, and Cranky the Crane was quick to criticize. These ships can't be kept waiting. They have important cargo. If they miss the tides, they'll be delayed, and the docks, you should look up to ships to show more respect. You are, after all, a little bug. We got too much work, huffed Percy. Then perhaps a lorry should do your job. Percy was shocked. He told the other engines what Cranky had said. Stuff and nonsense, snorted James. We engines run this island, said Henry. But what if a lorry does arrive? I'm afraid it did, along with 2 more. Cranky was delighted. Hey, you down here, your job's done. Now these lorries are taking over. One of them wants to talk to you. The lorry was very rude. What's that steaming lump of scrap iron doing here? Be off with you. Scrap iron? Steaming scrap iron? Pah! A little later, Percy met with Thomas and James. Another lorry was being rude to them. Then he saw Percy. Oh look, it's a little green goblin on wheels. You'll be scrapped, just wait and see. Well, boss, my boy, what a hard lorry, explained Thomas. Despicable, agreed James. The next engine to meet the lorry was Toby. Well, no wonder this railway's in the mess. You long to be a museum, not working in a quarry. What? What I said. I might look old, but I'm still very useful. Useful? Pah! Replied the lorry. Just you tootle off. Tootle? Spluttered Toby. Come on, Toby, interrupted his driver. Don't bother to argue with them. We gotta go to the flour mill instead. But when they arrived at the flour mill, Toby was shocked to yet see another. What are you doing here? We 3 are doing your work now. You're too slow. The foreman spoke to Toby's driver. I'm sorry, but times are changing, I'm afraid. Toby might be old, replied his driver, but he's reliable. Come on, Toby. We'll go to the farms. They'll still have use for us. Toby trundled sadly away. His railway ran through a narrow gorge, but vehicles knew how to tackle a steep and dangerous road. When Toby arrived, he saw the lorry from the quarry again. It was loaded with rock. That lorry's in trouble, said Toby, and it was. The driver was thrown clear. Rotten roads, he muttered. The wrecked lorry was taken to the docks. Percy looked at the lorry. What's this lump of steaming scrap iron, he teased. I'll be back, replied the lorry. So wipe that smile off your smoke box. Pass, said Percy, and he wheezed him loudly. Then Butch, the breakdown vehicle, arrived. He was towing the lorry from the flour mill. What happened? Asked Toby's driver, who was overloaded with flour, came by, and he broke down. Not unuseful now, are you? Said Toby. Grrr, replied the lorries. Then James whistled excitedly. Look, they're bringing the 3rd lorry on a barge. I wonder what happened to that one. Stupid lorry was reversing and plunged into the sea, said the tow truck man. Later, Thomas arrived. He looked at the 3 lorries and laughed. Well, Well, if then the brothers Grimm smashed, broken, and sunk. The lorries didn't return, and the engines now work even harder to make sure they never will.